first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Complete, it's Dodson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd down and 6 to go.
I think this is a what we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now, this defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's gone. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 6. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, Tannehill. It's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Tannehill. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's impersonal or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
After the interception, here's Gall. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. After the sack on first down, Goff steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Goff. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams during the season at the quarterback position, but they expect impact from him, and they should get it.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
There 6 yards left on 2nd down. To throw is Tannehill. In trouble, and he's taken down. Julian O'Connell in there to bury it for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Tannehill intercepted again. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This out quickly to Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
On first down, it's gone. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again is gone. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Tannehill now to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's nice to see Jamison Williams recover from his knee injury suffered in the college football playoff in 2022. And we already knew that his speed was some of the best in the game. And that's a big reason why Detroit traded up to pick him 12th overall. So earliest they've taken a receiver since 2007. That pick being Hall of Famer Calvin Johnson. Nice job there by Williams, using some of that speed there to pick up a first down. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of his end zone comes Andy. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Goff going to keep it himself. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. After the run, Goff going to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Goff and Williams hooking up there for the Lions first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back to the running game with Swift. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. The 30. 10. 5. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Gone. He'll get this off to Swift. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Play action. It's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start on the ground with Robinson here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Tannehill. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
First target, first catch, and a first down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one deep.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Goff on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. A nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Badgley able to knock this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
They didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
23 yards the pickup there. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now that are running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill.
Got a man, it's Gibson, complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. Here's Tannehill.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end.
Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
So it's a win here for the Lions. And the guy who spearheaded things was their quarterback, and that's Jared Goff.
Yeah, there's no question who the star of this game was. What a performance throwing the football. Over 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes. That's quarterbacking at an elite level.
So for Detroit, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Washington, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
Whenever I touch down, touch down, touch down. finesse double E. Cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who is next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier, flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky, hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty, talking all aki. Think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me, it's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown.
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd